Hi guys, how are you? I hope everyone is fine and I'm back. And I also welcome you back on this channel. I know I took this break. I really needed that and I got so many messages that where are the readings, where are the Instagram posts? But I could not be available for that because I was in my house for last 6 months. It was like an isolation period, but a good isolation period. Like I just wanted to be in my own space and heal a few things. So I did not meet anyone, I didn't go outside. Like I was just inside my house for a very long period of time. And so I needed a short break. So I went to Rishikesh, and some of you have seen that on my Instagram. And it was a really amazing trip. Not just in terms of vacation, but also in terms of um, some things got really clear. Some things got really, like, I got the kind of clarity in the kind of topics that I did not imagine. I was not even thinking about those topics in my life. And universe, Mahadev, he gave me something to really look into. I worked on those things when I was there, and when I came back, it's been 2 days. I've been constantly pondering over those things that Mahadev made me aware of. Um, so I have been wanting to channel Mahadev himself because he has been coming into my dreams a lot lately, especially in Rishikesh. And after that, I have been connecting to his energy, and I really wanted to connect to him and see what are the messages that he wants to give to everyone who sees me, who watches me, who takes readings from me. So today we are going to channel some messages from Mahadev, from Lord Shiva, and we're going to see what is it that he wants to tell us, the things that he wants to make us aware of, and the kind of push that he's probably going to give us on our spiritual journey. So if you are on a spiritual journey, this is going to be a really helpful reading for you, is what I'm channeling right now. So leave everything, I would say. Just relax in your chair, in your bed, or wherever you are, and try to be in a silent mode from inside. That's what I'm getting right now before I channel any messages. Universe is like, if you want to receive messages from universe, from Mahadev, then you have to be completely silent. Like the surroundings should be completely silent. I actually wanted to record this video around evening, but I waited for it because I wanted everyone to sleep and I wanted to record it in complete silence. Before the video, I also wanted to play some Mahadev music, but I was like, no, my intuition was telling me that you need to be completely having a silent surroundings around you. So that's the same message for you as well. Try to be in a place where you are not disturbed for next some time. Okay, so let's dive into this reading. Let's see what comes in the cards. I'm not asking any question. Should I ask questions? I don't know. Let's see what comes up. Like, I'm just gonna draw random cards and we'll see what comes up. Messages from Mahadev. Connect to his energy. Close your eyes and connect to his energy and be in the receiving mode for whatever he has for us, for all of us, including me, in this reading. The first card is Two of Cups. Nice. So if you know tarot, like even if you know very like a little bit of tarot, uh, you know what Two of Cups is. So Two of Cups is the energy of two people, two soulmates, two lovers meeting together, having mutual feelings for each other, and where there is a lot of love between two people. So not just love, loyalty, honesty, wanting to be together for a long time. Um, what I'm thinking about right now is Shiv and Shakti. That is the kind of energy this card is making me feel. Like Two of Cups, the first card from Mahadev is Two of Cups. Amazing. Um, because, like, see, look at this card. Look at all of these colors. This reminds me of two people's chakras, like chakra system merging, like becoming one or mingling with each other. It's like one soul and the other soul, and they are just, mingling with each other on a deeper level, not on the physical level, but on a deeper emotional and spiritual level, where there actually love is. A lot of people think that love is attachment. That's not what love is. Love is love, attachment is attachment. But this card is giving me the vibes of actual love. In love, there is detachment. There is a thing that, like, I give you complete 100% freedom to be yourself. I let go. If I at some point I need to let you go, I will let you go. Now I don't know why this came up, but let's see what is connecting with it. So for the message that I'm getting right now is, if you are in a relationship, the strong message that is coming to me right now is that if you're in a relationship that doesn't make you happy, um, let me channel it. Give me 1 second, because multiple messages are coming and I don't know which one should I focus on the most. Give me a second. So the first message that I'm getting is that a lot of people are going to meet their soulmates. If you have been working on yourself, if you have been on a spiritual journey, and if you have been working on yourself, on your patterns, if you have learned your lessons, if you have been focusing on your inner growth, on your relationship with yourself, if you have been doing any kind of inner work, and if you have a desire to meet that one person who you will be forever, who will help you grow spiritually the most, then you are going to meet this person. I'm hearing December, and literally we are very close to December. Okay, so this is going to be like, see, this is the message for those people who have struggled a lot in relationships, a lot. And you are finally gonna meet your person in December. If not December, then in 2 months. Today is what, 14 November? Probably before 14 January. You will meet that person. If you have that desire, like a lot of people who are on a spiritual journey, they don't desire meeting anyone. They're like, fine, I'm fine alone. But if you have a desire, then you're going to meet someone who you're going to be with for a very long time, who is going to be the reason for your spiritual upliftment, spiritual evolution, and you're going to be really, you will have a lot of happiness in this relationship. Okay, that's the first message that I'm getting. Yeah, you're going to meet somebody who is going to help you so much on your journey. And when I say that you're going to meet someone spiritually aligned with you, or someone who is meant to help you on a spiritual journey, a lot of times we know that someone helping us on a spiritual journey is like someone triggering you constantly. But I don't feel that kind of energy here. Some of you have done really good karmas, and you're going to meet the person who is going to help you uplift in your spiritual journey, evolve in your spiritual journey, but not through triggers, through love. And that can be really, you know how Mahadev helps Parvati Ma? If you know the story of Mahadev and Sati Ma, you must have seen how Mahadev was always trying to help Sati Ma on her spiritual journey, because she was not as spiritually evolved as Ma Parvati. She had to, like, sacrifice so much to become Parvati, to come in the form of Ma Parvati. And even after that, she did thousands and thousands and years of tapasya, you know, and then she got finally Mahadev. But do you know what I'm talking about when I say that how Mahadev used to help? Sorry, sorry. How Mahadev used to help Ma Sati on her spiritual journey. She was naive. Okay, she had a little bit of childish tone in her being. She was not 100% conscious like Mahadev. She couldn't see a lot of things that Mahadev used to make her see, that, you know what, slow down. But she was not like that. She was a little bit stubborn. So this is what I'm getting from this reading for you. You're going to have a person who is going to help you spiritually evolve with love, not with triggers. And that's so beautiful. So, this is an amazing message, first of all. Secondly, let's see what else we have. What else Mahadev wants to tell us. Also, from Two of Cups, I feel if you find that person, if you meet that person who helps you on your spiritual journey with love, don't make the mistakes that Ma Sati did. Listen to that person. Like, if your soul tells you that this person is really helping me, loving me, at some point, maybe if someone else would have been in that person's place, they would be tolerating me, but this person is not feeling that toleration. He's doing or she's doing all of these things because they love me. They know their purpose in my life and they want to fulfill it. If you find that kind of person, don't make the mistakes that Sati Ma did. Maybe Sati Ma did those mistakes for all of us to learn, you know, what to do and what not to do when you find someone so spiritually aligned. So don't do that. Be very careful, be very conscious, be very aware when you find this person. Okay, let's see what else Mahadev has for us. We have Two of Swords. Let me see what we have in this card. So the first message that I'm getting from this card is you are not expecting, like right now I'm talking about you finding someone. You are not believing it because you are not seeing it coming in your life. Maybe you have been working on your spiritual journey so much that you have given up the idea of love, or you think that it's going to come to me but it's really far away from me. Maybe you think that it's not going to happen in December, it's going to take some time. That's what your belief is, that something cannot come to you quickly, or maybe you have to do so much work in order to have that. This comes from a childhood wound, where in your childhood you had to do something in order to receive something. So check with that pattern, okay, and work on it, fix it, release that pattern. What I want to say. So some of you are not believing me. Some of you are not believing this reading, that, oh no, I feel like somebody has also like removed themselves from this video because they think that this is delusion. I don't know, but I'm just reading the cards. Like, I'm a medium and this is my work, so I'm just doing that. Okay, so yeah, so you are not believing it. That's the first thing that I'm getting. What else is that? This message is coming through. I also see that there are some patterns you are in right now, because of which you are not able to see a lot of good karmas that you do. Maybe you are that person, like me. I am that person who tries her best to do the right thing, But when the right thing has happened, sometimes I fail to acknowledge that I've done the right thing, and I just let it go. Like, my motto is like, do the right thing and just let it go. Maybe you guys do that too. You don't appreciate yourself much. So I don't appreciate myself much is because I feel like it's my duty to do the right thing. What is the appreciation in it? Like, suppose this is my duty to give you a good tarot reading. Good tarot reading as in where I'm aware, I'm channeling in the right way, not the right messages. There is no right, wrong messages, but connecting to the present moment, connecting to that vibration that's sending me messages. That's my job. And I feel like I need to do that correctly. I need to give my 100% in that. And that is right for me. Okay. So I just do the right thing and I let it go. I don't appreciate myself because of that. This is your duty to do that. That's what I tell myself. Why don't you do that? You have to ask yourself. Maybe you have a different reason for it altogether. You never know. Or maybe you don't know how to appreciate yourself. Maybe you don't know how to give a pat on the back that, hey, you did well, nice. You don't validate yourself. That's the sentence I'm hearing right now. You need to validate yourself. You want someone to validate you, they don't do that, you get hurt. But do you validate yourself? That's the question. What else? I also feel this like very strong message that you guys, some of you are in under somebody's influence. You are under somebody's influence. Either you think about, it's okay, there is one person or maybe 2 or 3 people, maybe in your friend group, that you care a lot about their opinion of you. What are they thinking about you? How are they perceiving you? Maybe you're also watching tarot readings about that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they think about you, but you have to bring it into your awareness that this is happening. Somewhere in my mind, I am concerned with what people are thinking about me. That's what you need to be aware of. I'm not asking you to remove it or release it immediately. I just want to make you aware of it, that you know that something like this is happening in my being. Okay. Because of this influence, sometimes you can't do the right thing. Sometimes you're unable to do the right thing. Sometimes you're unable to take the right decision in your life. Because that decision is not 100% you oriented. It's influenced by other people. That's why it becomes like multiple orientations are here. Like, suppose I need to do this tarot reading. There are few friends in my, hypothetically, there are few friends in my circle who might tell me or who might think that this is stupid, this is bluff. And trust me, there are people in my life who think that this is stupid, and it doesn't matter. They are my friends. They don't have to agree with everything that I agree with, and that's totally fine. Nobody bashes each other on those kind of topics. We respect that. But just imagine hypothetically that there is a person who I need validation from strongly, and they don't approve of what I do. Now, what am I going to do? Should I just leave the work? Should I leave my dhamma? Should I leave my duties? Should I leave my responsibilities? Or am I going to, what do you call it? What is that word? I'm going to bend my work in some way or manipulate my work in some way where I don't feel the threat of being judged. I do it in a way where I don't feel judged anymore, where I can still get the validation. You have to ask yourself, what is that thing that you're doing that you are doing only for validation? It's not giving happiness to your soul. It's not giving you joy inside. It's making you question everything. It's creating self-doubt in you. But you're doing that because it will get you validation, especially of your friends' validation. I remember this girl, she told me, like, No, I need my friend's validation. This is how she used to talk. No, I know I need my friend's validation. Okay, it's nothing to be proud of. I'm sorry, but there is nothing to be proud of in this whole scenario. If you need a validation from the outside world, whether they are your friends or your spouse or your parents, you are not free and you are not conscious because you are missing the whole point of self validation. And you don't know the joy of self validation, the freedom of self validation, the wonders and miracles of self validation. You will know it when you will practice it. You eat the chocolate and you know the sweetness. It's how it is. Like in Hindi, it's like melody khao, khud jaan jao. So you have to practice it to know the joy of it. You can't just sit there and make an excuse. I want it. Oh, I know I want it. That's not self awareness. If you're telling me I'm aware of the fact that I want it and I'm not doing anything about it, I don't think that's awareness. I think that that's toxic honesty or toxic positivity. Like, yeah, I'm positive, I know, but you're not doing anything to transform that energy. So, talk about consciousness. Anyway, people who are constantly influenced by their friends' opinions are not free people. They are not free. They think they are free. They are not free. They are emotionally dependent beings who do things to please other people so that they can get the validation. And people who are people pleasers cannot be trusted. You can't trust those people because they are not going to tell you the truth. I used to be the people pleaser person, and there is something else going on in my mind, and I'm saying something else. I know that because I'm saying it to get the validation, because I feel if I'm going to be honest about it, I'm not going to get the validation. So I will end up saying the lie to say, like, to I'll end up saying something that other person will like, and that will get me nothing. It was very difficult for me to trust myself, and it took so much time to heal that. Okay, it loses the entire authenticity from your being. Like, you lose it. You don't want to do that, trust me. People pleasers are dangerous. I got to know it when I started healing it in myself, how dangerous it is. Okay, so don't do anything under the influence of your friends because you're missing your purpose. Do it because you want to do it. Do it because it's your duty to do it. You don't have to adjust any part of it according to other people. Not everyone is going to validate you. You have to learn self validation at some point. Okay, cool. Let's see what other messages we have from Mahadev. Two cards came together. Oh, so we have Four of Wands and Tower. There is a message. I don't know how to exactly put it together, but it's a very beautiful message. I can tell you this message through a example of my own story. It's like, how do I exactly put it? I can feel it vibrationally, but I don't know how to put it in words. It's like when you go through a spiritual awakening, you start going on a higher frequency. As soon as you start going on a higher frequency, everybody around you who are not going on a higher frequency deliberately or through destiny, they start remaining wherever they are, and you start moving higher to a higher frequency. Get it? A lot of people who are watching this, it has happened with them. because they have been on a spiritual journey like this, where they have ascended higher and they have left all the people who do not want to ascend higher, or people who have not chosen that, and they are just there on that same vibration. Like, I think some of you are going through that right now. I don't think that this is exactly the initial stage of your spiritual awakening. Very few people, very few people who are watching this um, are at an initial stage. Rest of you guys are not at the initial stage. You guys are at like much like later stage. This is not an initial state at all. And right now, I think you are losing friends, having conflicts with your family members. Old ways are not working for you anymore. You are having realizations about people who have called themselves friends to you, well wishers to you, but now you are seeing the reality, like who they really are. It's happening with me also. So I can also like resonate with this message. Not that it's shattering me because we have a tower moment. Some of you are taking it very seriously though. I'm not. Sort of used to tower moments. Used to in the sense I've seen so many dark night of the soul, like so many of them, that now I'm like, yeah, whatever. It doesn't feel that. No, it's like now it doesn't even feel like it's a dark night of the soul. It's like, okay, another person. I can see the truth of this person, and fine. Like I'm going to strengthen my boundary. That's it. That's all, and we move on. But earlier, it used to feel a lot like, oh my god, how can this person do this to me? You know, some of you are in that energy where you are like shocked, surprised, because you expected something completely different from these people and they turn out to be completely different. Basically, your expectation is not matched here. That's why you are in trouble, like you're feeling weird about it. That's totally fine. But let me tell you, all of these things that are happening with you right now, maybe you're leaving old relationships away, like wherever they are, and you're moving higher. Let me tell you one thing. Your evolution is the most important thing. Even if you have a friend who stays with you at by the end of the life, are you going to take him or her with you when you die? No, right? So at some point, they are going to be left here, or you are going to be left here. One of you will leave forever. That's what life is. And Mahadev is like, don't take these things so seriously. Nothing is forever. Typical Mahadev's message. Nothing is forever. Everything is impermanent. No friendships, no relationships are going to go with you. So what is going to go with you is your growth, is your karma, how much you evolved spiritually in this lifetime, how much you learned your lessons, how much you got to know about yourself. All of that is going to go with you. So you think that you have a choice where you can save your friend and keep them in your life and like let go of spiritual evolution at this moment, but you don't have a choice. That's not a choice that's being given to you. It's clear that you need to leave whatever it is that's coming in your way. Leave them, leave it if that's a thing, and move higher. That's the message for you. You are about to go where universe is taking you, where Mahadev is taking you right now, is a place of emotional independence. A lot of you have asked for it. A lot of you wish for it on a daily basis. A lot of you get fascinated, attracted towards the people who already have it. Yes or no? Tell me in the comment section. I know it's true. But when universe is taking you there, like manifesting that wish for you, and you have to make some sacrifices, You're like, why, God? Why are you doing this to me? So that you can get your wish, so that you can get what you want. You want emotional independence, you are being given that. But you have to let go of what is stopping you from having that. And that is resistance. And anyone around you who is in the form of resistance around you, you gotta let it go. Let it go. A lot of you are, after December, a lot of you are going to see this huge change in yourself, which is going to make you feel like you people please lesser now. You're doing things for yourself more. You don't want validation. All of these things are going to happen in your life. And I'm again getting this message. You are entering 2025 with your partner. If you have really, like, if you every single day, if you focus on your self work, then this is the message for you. If you have worked so much on yourself, or if you are not afraid to be alone, then there is a high possibility that you are going to be going to 2025 with a partner. Nice. I like it. For whomever this message is. Let's see one last message from Mahadev, and let's see what it is. Mahadev, please tell me, what is your last message for the collective? Also, this is a timeless reading. No matter when you're watching this, it's gonna help you. It's gonna be helpful to you. We have Lovers card. We have Lovers. This is a confirmation. This is a confirmation that a lot of people are going to find their lover next month. Next month, yes. Something related to Gemini. I don't know what. I know this card is also a Gemini card. I'm hearing Gemini and Libra for some reason. Yeah. Maybe you are Gemini or Libra. Maybe your person is going to be Gemini or Libra. It's not necessary for everybody, but I'm strongly hearing that. I'm also seeing this image of a meditation center. Either it's a meditation center or something related to meditation, a mindfulness center or something. It could be a crystal shop kind of vibe or something where you might see this person. I'm also getting this image of Brahma Kumaris. Maybe you end up going to a Brahma Kumari meditation center or Mount Abu center. They have a huge center in Mount Abu. Maybe to a normal center around your house. That is also possible because they have centers everywhere. Maybe you will meet them there. Or maybe something significant will happen when you will go to that center. If there is a Brahma Kumari center around you, you should visit them. Okay. Do a meditation course of 7 days or something. They have courses. This is a very strong energy, like really strong energy. Let me see what other, because there are like other cards. I'm not even kidding. We have 10 of cups. Mahadev is telling me you are being showered by a lot of blessings. And this is one of the blessings that you have always wanted. And Mahadev is going to reward a lot of you in love department. I'm so happy. Let's see, because there were 4 cards that came up. So I'm seeing them one by one. Let's see the third card. Knight of Wands. Let's see the last one. Seven of Pentacles. So we have these 2 cards also. Let me see. I'm getting the first message like very clearly. Mahadev is like, now don't sit there and start waiting when it's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen. Don't do that. stay in this energy of Knight of Wands. Stay in your fun energy, in your fiery energy. Start, like, focus on creating everything that you're creating right now, because if you are in your purpose, if you have a slight idea of what your life purpose is, if you have a slight idea of what gives you the most joy in life, what is that creativity that flows naturally from you, start focusing your time and energy on that, and don't get stuck on this message. That's what Mahadev is saying. Like, if you're going to just sit there and leave everything and wait, oh, it's gonna happen in December, um don't do that. Be patient. I'm also hearing a lot of you are going to find this person in December, but so many of you are going to find this person next year also. I'm hearing strongly January, February. Yeah, February, I'm strongly hearing. So if not in December, if December is not your month, February is your month. Okay. January or February is your month. But don't get into this energy like, I'm sitting here and I'm waiting when it's gonna happen. Is this person? Is this person? No. Start being in your energy. Have fun. Enjoy. Start working. Start focusing on your work. Okay. You don't want to meet someone and be like, oh, and they ask you like, what do you do for fun? What is your creative side? You're like, I don't know. You should be busy. You should be doing what you truly love to do when you meet this person. Creativity is the highest vibration, one of the highest vibrations. It attracts a lot. For some of you, it's a past person that is okay. I'm hearing a message that's a little bit different from it. Let me. A person from the past is coming back in your life because they have changed their mind about you. Earlier, you wanted to be friends with them, you wanted to be their spouse or something, but now they are missing you. Maybe they did something stupid with you, maybe they betrayed you, maybe they rejected you. I don't know what happened. This could be friendship also, friendship, relationship, whatever, but this person is missing you. There is a possibility that they will reach you, but it's up to you what you want. You can reject someone. You can be like, no, I don't want this. If it's not a yes, it's a no. It's that simple. You don't have to get confused and waste your energy on somebody who is not even your person. So be very careful on where you are spending your energy, investing your energy, because if I'm about to get something big, I can't be investing my energy in small petty stuff and wasting my energy on that. No. Be very careful and cautious on where you are spending your energy. If you want to book a personal reading, DM me on my Instagram. The link is on your screen. And this was your reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, tell me in the comment section or message me on Instagram. If you have my number, message me on my number. Tell me how it resonated with you. And I will see you next time. Bye.